Hyderabad, India. The fourth largest city in a country of 1.3 billion people. That's 4 times the population of the United States, densely packed into an area only half the size. It's my first time in this city, and I want to see, hear, and taste it all. And what better way to do that than with a Hindu cab driver with 20 years behind the wheel and a young Muslim auto rickshaw driver. I'm Andrew Zimmer, driven by food. When you come to India, be prepared for chaos. It's sensory overload. Countless empires from across the world have tried to rule India, but today it stands an independent nation, the most populous democracy in the world. Hyderabad serves as the gateway to the south. Historically, it was known as a pearl and diamond trading center, but today, it's one of India's biggest tech capitals and also one of the most diverse cities in the region. You have Muslims, you have Hindus, you have Buddhists, you have everybody. When in Hyderabad, you need a professional cabbie, trained in the art of chaos. That's why I'm entrusting the start of my travels to KK Karunakar.
Hi, Henderson.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you for meeting me.
Yes. Welcome to Hyderabad.
The train station here,
Yes.
what part of town is it in?
It's a Secunderabad area.
You know what I love about railway stations? All around it is a culture that's designed
Yes.
for the traveler.
If you are tired, if you want to have a refresh, and we go for a local chai.
Little chai, little food sounds
Yes.
fantastic. The train station is actually in a separate city called Secunderabad. Together with Hyderabad, they're known as the Twin Cities of India, much like my hometown of Minneapolis and St. Paul. We're heading down Station Road, which is lined with every amenity a traveler may need. Beautiful.
Yes.
My, oh my. Overwhelming.
It's always buzzing. 24 hours, you get the tea and other food.
So, the name of this place, where we are now?
This is the Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Hotel.
People can stay here?
It used to be.
Oh, used to be.
Yes.
Used to be.
From my 5 years old,
Yeah.
my father used to bring. Whenever we have any kind of traveling, we used to come here and we used to have some bread and tea. Irani
chai is a specialty of this region. And despite the heat of India, this tea is a staple of everyone's diet, all day long.
How's it?
Exquisite. I love it. It's that rich pulled tea with all of that milk and that tea powder. I bought us 2 biscuits also.
It's a perfect combination.
It's got the coconut oil in it. You can smell it.
Yes, a little bit.
I love it. How long have you been driving around here?
Since from 20 years, I'm into the field.
How long have you had your mustache?
Mustache since from it's growing.
Well, that's a nice mustache. I'm
Thank
not
you
going to
very
lie
much.
to you.
Here, without mustache, they'll see you in a different way.
I can't grow a mustache. I need to get this shaved.
Have you got refreshed?
I feel great.
You like the area?
I just love it. I mean, look at this. Every time you turn around the corner,
Yes, these are street foods.
I mean, look
Yes.
at this. Buy a little
There's a
plate of biryani.
Yeah, there's a lemon rice.
Dosas. And,
Dosas, puri,
yep.
and the stuff.
I love this. Look at the fruit vendors.
They are the local pomegranates.
Gorgeous.
Yes,
Look at this.
yes. Shopkeeper cut.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. How's it?
And it's like candy.
Yes.
Delicious.
This is the local barber shop.
Barbershop.
I think you required a shave.
Well, I could use one. Are you going to shave that?
Yes, sure.
No, you're not going to shave that. All right, yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting a local barber treat.
Was his father a barber?
I have seen his father when I was a kid. My father had a quick shave while we are traveling.
Barber shops and railway stations go hand in hand because people are going away to visit family or friends, so you want to arrive clean shaven, or if they're visiting the city, they need
the fresh look and the fresh
look.
Fresh look, yes.
Oh, look at that, neatening it up. Oh yeah. You and me, we get a Brazilian. You know what that is?
No.
Two guys are bros, and we get a Brazilian, where all your hair is removed.
Removed.
Yes. Maybe he could do it with the straight razor. You and me, we get a Brazilian. There's a lot of traffic in this town.
Yes.
Where are we off to?
One of the client whom I often works for, she's an expert in food culture in Hyderabad.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Hello.
Andrew. Hi, KK. How are you?
ma'am. How I'm
Nice
doing
to
fine.
Hi,
meet you.
nice to meet you too.
KK tells me he drives for you on food tours.
Basically, I'm extremely passionate about food and especially about food history.
Yeah.
And so that has got me to start a company which does food tours, well, specifically in Hyderabad, but I also do some tours across the country.
Where are we off to?
We are off to the most interesting part of Hyderabad, which is the old city area.
The area that we're going in, the old city, does that have Charminar Market? Is that
Yes,
part
that's
of that?
right. It's still one of the most traditional markets. So if there's a wedding in the family, you would definitely go to Charminar to buy your things.
Gotcha.
The road from here, which is the main central monument of Hyderabad, which is Charminar, which is, that's
Oh
right
my
there.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful, though. That's the main gate, right?
That's the visual signature of Hyderabad.
And how old is that?
This is more than 400 years old. So this was the first monument. This is what was the center of the new city in 1591, what we call the old city now.
Amazing.
The arches are perfectly sized to let elephants pass through.
I love that. Oh my God. It's a quiet street. It's a quiet street in Hyderabad.
This is probably the last thing I'd like to eat before I die.
Dude, you were a master.
I kind of feel like I should have asked a few more questions at the sign-in table.
Charminar Market is overflowing with jewelry shops and street food. Whether you're in the mood for a meal, dessert, or just a snack, you can find it here.
This is the Govind dosa. He's extremely popular in Hyderabad.
And what is different about his dosa?
Traditional filling is usually potatoes,
Yep.
but he puts semolina paste in it.
Uh-huh.
It's partly cooked semolina.
Yep, right.
And of course, the biggest difference here is the butter. And he's putting a spice mix, coriander, cumin,
Chilies.
chili powder, and a lot of onions, a tomato,
Right.
just to add a little bit of the sourness to it.
Yep. I just love watching the ballet.
Yeah.
When I started my touring with Jonty ma'am, on whenever there is a program of Charminar,
Yeah.
so I'll keep my stomach empty as much as possible.
Yeah, of course, you have to. Inside of this crispy, paper-thin wafer is a porridge,
Yeah.
butter porridge. It's so rich and buttery. It's almost like I'm glad I had a half. And look, with this one, you can see all those potatoes and onions.
No semolina.
This I can eat all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. Do you want to try making a dosa?
Oh, absolutely.
You're doing very good, Andrew, but you have to spread before it gets...
You know what that is? That's a really bad dosa.
So this stall, apart from giving you great food, also gives you a peek into the culture of the place. Different communities living together,
Right.
Eating a particular kind of food. So this area is very, very typical of what Hyderabad is.
Great breakfast isn't all that's on Jonty's menu for me. This area is also a hotbed of confectionaries, churning out some of India's best sweet and savory desserts.
There's a sweet outfit on the main street,
Yep.
but we're going to this place where they're actually preparing the sweets.
Oh my.
So this is largely a milk-based sweet factory.
Yeah.
So it gets reduced at different stages for different sweets.
So the milk is boiled and they add sugar to it.
They add sugar.
And that's why it's brown when it reduces, because the sugar caramelizes. The smell of dairy fat. I mean, it's just coating me.
Yeah.
So what's this made with?
So this is made with reduced milk.
Reduced milk.
Yeah, and you see that silver leaf there?
Yeah.
So a lot of Indian sweets will have a silver leaf. And it's actually, the silver leaf is made in the markets in Hyderabad.
South Asian cultures believe silver is good for digestion, so Indians put it on desserts and include it in special dishes. The silver leaf manufacturers can be found hammering away for hours to thin them out for consumption. Do you want it?
No, I'm not a big
One,
sweet
two,
fan.
3.
Wait, it's not like it's some kind of like bloody organ. It's milk and sugar. This is my jam.
Yeah?
It's like a little piece of cheesecake.
Yes, it is.
20 years ago, you couldn't access people like that. And now, culinary tourism has become such a hot commodity. If you want to learn about a people and a culture and a place, I'm not sure there's a better activity than touring a little market and eating the street food with somebody who really knows what they're talking about. I mean, Janti, Hyderabadi culture is just in her DNA in a very, very powerful and strong way.
This is probably the last thing I'd like to eat before I die. So chaat literally in Hindi means to lick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to, activate all your taste buds.
Sure.
So a typical chaat will have something salty, something sweet, something sour, something hot, chili hot. There'll be something crispy, something soft. And then all together, when you have a bite of it, it should explode in your mouth.
It's heaven.
Yes, absolute heaven.
There's 400 ingredients here, and you can taste every single one of them together. I would gladly have this as part of my death row meal.
I want to show you a very special sweet which is very typical of this region.
This little
That is
fragile wrapper.
one sheet of pastry, and it's rice pastry.
This has just got butter and sugar inside it.
That's right.
It's like a rice paper cotton candy.
Yeah. Want to guess what this is?
Only because I have had this many, many, many years ago. The last time I was in India, I'm going to say cow urine.
Yes.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Should I buy a bottle?
I think so.
How much is it? $150. Oh my gosh! That is the best deal on cow urine I've seen in a long time. Can we leave the cab here?
Yes.
All right, I got a surprise for you.
For me?
Yes,
Have fun, KK.
for you.
Bye.
See you later. I've got the cow urine. Spa time.
I'd never been to a massage.
So you've never had a massage?
No, I used to have the local one when I was in the gym.
You
It's a
were gonna
surprise for
love
me.
this. Ayurvedic medicine has been around for about 5,000 years. Ancient Greek medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, both are based on it. And according to Ayurveda, to experience well-being, I need to maintain a well-balanced dosha, which is my mind-body type.
Doshas are Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 3. Maintaining equally means your body will be healthy. Any vitiation in these doshas due to your diet and lifestyle will be the manifestation of the disease.
Will this help me with anything?
Yeah, definitely. With
So how
equal
much do you
parts.
take? Like,
5 ml this is, okay?
it has a nice aroma.
This is 5 ml. How was the taste?
Terrible. To get my dosha back in balance, the doctor prescribes a body massage and a healing medicinal treatment.
That feels good.
Since each person's dosha balance is different, our treatments won't be exactly the same.
It's very relaxing. Put my head here. I kind of feel like I should have asked a few more questions at the sign-in table out there.
Besides the head thumping, the doc also recommended something called kadivasti. It's essentially a clay donut put on my lower back, which gets filled with hot medicinal oil.
I went through a music concert and a magic show.
I knew I should have gotten that one.
Yes.
The hot oil it's a fantastic feeling. I can't even begin to tell you how great this is. Ow! KK?
Yes.
The fact that you're sitting there relaxing in the steam while I'm being abused like this, is this what you guys have been doing for 5,000 years to foreigners? My dosha has explosia.
So these are the Indian gooseberries.
Sometimes I forget that certain pickles in certain parts of the world aren't pork chops.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My goal here is to experience as much of the cuisine as possible because it's a very, very unique city in this country food-wise.
A lot of people in the West associate Indian food with the North Indian Mughlai food.
Yep.
But when the Nizams came, they basically came from Delhi and settled down in Hyderabad and started ruling over this place. They brought about, Mughlai food with them, but they incorporated it with a lot of the local ingredients. People in the South tend to eat much more sour food because, the sourness is supposed to help you deal with the heat because it cools down your body temperatures. And a whole lot of those sour elements have gone into the Mughlai food, making it Hyderabadi food.
You're making me hungry. Where are we going now?
We are actually going to meet a very, very good friend of mine. His name is Chef Mandar. He's very passionate about using traditional ingredients and giving it a little twist.
Chef Mandar is known for taking traditional Hyderabadi dishes and putting a contemporary spin on them.
Hi, Mandar. This is Andrew.
you. One of his secrets lies in the sour ingredients grown here in southern India. And today he's walking me through the basics. Some familiar, like fresh tamarind, sorrel leaves, and mango pickle, while others are more exotic.
So these are the Indian gooseberries, very high in vitamin C. You could try it as it is, maybe with a little bit of salt.
Your whole mouth turns numb.
Yeah, it's got that
Astringent,
astringent,
yeah,
it
it's an
just tightens
astringent.
your gums and
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
you go-
So then, cooked.
pickled. It
It becomes more tender.
yeah.
Sometimes I forget that certain pickles in certain parts of the world aren't pork chops.
Yeah.
This is the lemon rice.
With peanuts, yes. In the south, it's very popular.
This is one of the auspicious foods that you offer to God,
What kind of rice are you using for this?
It's called a Sona Masuri.
which is a
Really
local
nice.
rice, yeah. Because if you use basmati, the fragrance of basmati overtakes the flavor of the lemon.
Chef Mandar has a deep understanding of the ingredients present in Hyderabadi cuisine, and he uses that knowledge to create intense flavors in his dishes. This is a mutton stew with a Gigi paste and onions, as well as some special sour ingredients.
These onions, once they're cooked, they're going to form
Yeah.
the sauce.
I do the same thing with my brisket. I let all the liquid from the meat and the onions
Come out.
do the magic. A half hour or so in the pressure cooker, and it's ready for a sour bomb of coriander, fenugreek leaves, and balambi. Ooh. It is perfectly seasoned.
Yeah.
The cooked fruit is delicious, and it gives a real sour kick to this, which is wonderful. It cuts through the goat. I literally cannot stop eating this. Chef Mandar also takes the sour ingredients and experiments with drinks.
This is the sorrel flower. Flower.
Oh, okay.
The petals themselves are sour.
That's beautiful. Sorrel flower cocktail.
It's nice.
What is it about all of this that is the playground that you want to spend your time in?
This is a 400-year-old cuisine. So it's a humble attempt to try and revive some of the traditions and then try some of those in the restaurant, present them in a way that people will like in the modern context. And I think that's like,
Noble.
that's the fuel.
See, I disagree with you. I think Mandar is very talented. That joke never gets old. To thank me for his first massage, KK has offered to take me on a special trip today. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frightened. Where are we going right now?
We are going to the Akada wrestling gym. It's a fitness center.
Are you trying to give me a hint, like I need more exercise?
Yes.
Because all we've been doing is eating. In the old city, tucked down one of the more residential streets of Puranapur, lies the Jai Bhavani Vyaya Mashala Akada. This is the place that wrestlers, called pahalwans, use traditional methods for daily exercises. This gym means business. It's the kind of place where you have to be in shape just to fit through the door. Traditional Southern Indian wrestling isn't just a sport, it's an ancient subculture. From an early age, these young men follow a strict code. Drinking, smoking, and even sex are off limits. The focus is on living a pure life, building strength, and honing their wrestling skills. I watch them and they all deliver their opponent to the mat safely.
Yes.
In American wrestling, when I wrestled in high school, you couldn't throw someone down on the ground. You have to put them safely onto the mat.
Yes.
The wrestling itself takes place in a clay or dirt pit. The soil is mixed with ghee, clarified butter. Now this helps soften it, which is safer for the wrestlers. They also put it on their body to make themselves less slippery. It also gives the place a distinct aroma. KK didn't invite me here just to watch everyone else do the hard work. He's challenged me to a match.
Yeah, you are ready.
The arm slap is a ritual of respect to the monkey god, Hanuman, whom the wrestlers worship.
You have to be serious.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Open.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
This is winner.
As long as I don't have to fight any of them. This is awesome. I've always wanted to ride one of these in India. What do you think my chances are of learning how to do this? Driving down the streets of Hyderabad can be overwhelming. Crazy traffic, narrow streets, buses, trucks, cars, and most of all, motorcycles. In fact, there's a ton of them. Motorcycles and scooters are by far the preferred form of transportation, even for families. They also look like a great way to see the city up close. So today, I'm doing just that. Janti has set me up to ride with the Royal Enfield Motorcycle Club, just one of over 20 bike clubs in the city, and they're all riding India's most popular bike, the Royal Enfield Bullet. This is awesome. I've always wanted to ride one of these in India. So, what's the deal? You just turn it on and it goes?
It's a kickstart, not a self one.
It's hard to teach an old dog a new trick, but we're gonna go for it.
Nice. Clutch. You need to give the clutch. Yeah.
Clutch?
Yes, first gear. Gradually, you need to release the clutch. Use the accelerator. Like that. Gradually, you need to do that. Simultaneously.
What do you think my chances are of learning how to do this? Well, I made it 3 feet. How embarrassing. After years of riding my Vespa, I still can't get a grip on anything that has a clutch. I am such a loser. Wow, is that something? Look at those minarets.
Right. Those are 7 tombs.
Who's buried there?
Ancient people like
Nizams?
Nizams, exactly.
This is such a great way to see the city. Varun is taking me to the new Paradise restaurant in Tola Chowki for some traditional nahari. It's a popular goat trotter soup that serves as a go-to breakfast dish, especially for Muslims. This is the soup that's usually served in the morning after a trip to the mosque, and we're in a part of town where this is a very, very special...
Right. It's just like a breakfast for Hyderabadi food.
Right.
Yeah. This is called as nahari.
Look at this, he's got
Paya.
the feet.
We call it as paya. It's a feet of goat.
Yeah, and you just throw a couple of those in there. They've been cooked for a long time.
Right. They already cooked one.
Yeah.
Those we'll dip into the nahari.
Yeah.
And we'll have with the naan.
And you can see all the little bits of herb and fat in there. This is a really rich, beautiful soup.
It's a very healthy breakfast.
What's the deal with the Enfield?
It's a very highest selling one.
Yep.
From 1940s, it's in India.
Right.
So it's been like 85 years. They are running with the same design.
Yep. And it's kind of like the Harley Davidson of India,
Of
right?
India. Exactly. We are exporting this Royal Enfield to England now.
Oh, yeah. It feels like life in the city is very busy. It's very hectic. It's very noisy.
Correct.
It's nice to have a group of people that you do stuff with.
We ride for about 50 to 100 kilometers to have some breakfast on the Sunday mornings, Saturday mornings.
And how much time are you allowed to spend with your motorcycle versus your girlfriend?
She can answer it in a better way.
He's always riding.
Always.
I have to warn him. No, we have a plan. Be here.
It's the same all over the world.
Right.
Wow. Rejuvenated from my goat foot pick-me-up, I'm ready to see the city through the eyes of 20-year-old Omer Ahmed, auto rickshaw driver and history geek. For those who have never had the pleasure, this is an auto rickshaw. You'll see a few of them without the motor in big cities like New York, but here they outnumber regular cabs. And just like with motorcycles, their small size is a huge advantage when it comes to navigating the streets. Hey, what's up, man? Do you own your rickshaw?
No, it is rented.
The money you make goes to paying the rental, and you keep the leftover.
Yes, leftover I will give it to my family.
Oh, you give it to your family?
Yes, whole of the money I will give it to my father.
How long have you been driving?
Around my 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
And you grew up here?
Yes, I grew up here. With the driver, I am a history guide. I used to show the history about everything in Hyderabad.
Omer is taking me to Golconda Fort, just a few miles west of Hyderabad. Prior to moving to Charminar, the capital was within its walls.
This is the entrance of Golconda Fort.
Wow. How old is it?
It is around 600 years old.
This is amazing. You get your customers here?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell me about the fort.
Fort was originated by Telugu king Kakatiya.
Yep.
After Kakatiya, Quli Qutub Shah came from Iraq.
Yep.
He started the rule Golconda
Yes.
Ford.
Which
Also
is
about
why
Golconda.
so much of the food here is called Irani.
This food sir came from Irani,
Yep.
but it is known as Hyderabadi.
Yeah, of course.
We have a different method to make a biryani. If
Yeah.
you will eat from Iran biryani, you will not like.
No, the biryani here in Hyderabad is the best in the world.
Yes, best in the world.
Tandoori chicken, chicken 65, chicken biryani, and chicken shawarma. How much chicken can one person eat? I need a nap.
Hyderabad's culture is heavily influenced by the Middle Eastern and North Indian dynasties who ruled it for hundreds of years, especially when it comes to food. Biryani and chicken shawarma arrived centuries ago, but the Hyderabadi people have put their own spin on these dishes, adding ingredients and spices unique to this region. And, according to my rickshaw driver Omar, that makes them better.
So this is the place, huh?
Yes, this is the place of Prince Hotel from my childhood. And my father also used to lunch at the Prince Hotel.
Your regular spot, right, to drive is out here?
Yeah.
So, and where do your parents live?
My parents lived here only, just 5 minutes walk from here, in a Golconda Fort.
Down the road?
Yes.
What's good here? We're gonna do a chicken biryani?
Yes, very famous biryani in Hyderabad.
Yeah, the best.
Biryani is pretty simple. It's a mix of rice, spices, and either meat or vegetables. It's a national dish that manages to please everybody.
This is the gravy. It
yes.
is made up of chili curry.
Yeah,
Chili curry.
I love this stuff.
Yes.
Delicious.
Omar may get to grab lunch with friends every now and then, but most of the time he's out hustling on the auto rickshaw. It's a tough business here in Hyderabad with a lot of competition.
You drive the cab all day, you give all the money to your father?
Yes. My father is a muezzin. He used to call for a prayer 5 times in a mosque.
You're a good kid. What do they call this here? Because this is Chinese food.
Yes, it is a Chinese food, but we have made with our own method.
This is a cultural mashup because you have the curried leaves and the cilantro. This is General Tso's chicken. What do they call this on the menu here?
We call chicken 65.
Chicken 65. The food in Hyderabad is so ridiculously good, you overeat at every meal. I need a nap.
You want to taste a shawarma? It is very famous in Hyderabad.
Seriously, how much chicken can one person eat?
Well, chai.
If you order that for me, I'm gonna kill you. You're not allowed to talk to anyone in this restaurant anymore.
Just look out around that. Just a little one. Just a bite.
A bite.
Yes,
A bite.
A bite.
All right. What is that, ketchup?
Yes.
No.
It is ketchup, but usually we used to put mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise on shawarma
No.
is a sacrilege.
No, you are absolutely right, but it is very good taste with the mayonnaise. We think that.
Whatever you say. I cannot believe I'm eating more chicken. You were right. This is a very good chicken shawarma. What's with this?
Huh? Just yes.
Oh, that's yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
It's not easy to master. You gotta grow up with it.
In Golconda Fort, multicultural Hyderabad fades away. For Omer, whose devout family fell on hardship 4 years ago, these streets represent hope and the future, and he drives them happily to support his family and siblings.
Don't hit the chickens.
Don't worry. I love chicken.
Tonight, I have the privilege to dine at Omer's father's house and to share a meal with his whole family. This is an absolute highlight for me whenever I'm traveling. And to show my gratitude, I'm going to bring a few gifts to his house.
This is my small paradise. This is my father.
Hello, sir. Honored to meet you. Honored. May I come in?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
She is my little sister.
Hello.
My wife.
Hello. How are you? Oh. To be in someone's home is a great pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
A little return gift from my father.
No. Oh, I am very honored. You open your gift. We both gave each other watches. Great minds think alike. You have a nice family.
Everything is about family.
Everything is about family. Omar's family has spent the day in preparation for my arrival, and I want to be a gracious guest. The bonus? They've made all of Omar's favorite foods.
This is the dum ka khima, the chopped mutton.
Chopped mutton?
Just with the beef. We used to say khima.
This is unbelievable. It has that great spicy sour flavor that Hyderabadi food is known for. Wow. I can tell you one thing, the ladies in this house know how to cook. That is so good. Curry is delicious. Oh my. That's perfect, thank you. I like this. I haven't even finished. I'm already being given more. I feel like I'm in my grandmother's house. These are delicious. Thank you very, very much. What brought you from Mumbai to Hyderabad?
Mumbai culture is a mix. I do not give my children other cultures.
You want them brought up in an Islamic
Yeah.
town. We all want our children to be raised in the culture that we're most comfortable with. I know that you're a good dad because I look at your family and I can see in their faces the kind of father that you are. We believe the same thing. We believe in welcoming people into your home. We believe in sharing food. We believe in sharing our lives with other people. The foundational culture here was a Muslim culture. And so it's the best reflection of what this real Indian city is all about. Omar, you drive a mean auto rickshaw. You're a good son. You're a good brother. But more importantly, I'm glad you're my friend. Thank you. This is definitely off the beaten path. The spirituality of another country is as important as eating its food, listening to its music, looking at its art. Where to? What's the big haps today?
Today is a spiritual day. We are going to a temple which is in the outskirts of the city.
Right.
And we are going to also learn a little bit more about temple food and why certain food are cooked for certain gods.
Food is very important in the Hindu religion.
Yes.
The notion of what you eat, how you eat it, who you eat it with, and actual offerings is still very much a part of daily life.
We call it prasad or prasadam. So you offer it to God and then the food gets blessed, and if you imbibe that food, it's almost like you eating the leftovers of God. In the south, rice tends to predominate, the offerings made to God because rice is grown here.
Hinduism is the predominant religion in India. Here at the Ratnalayam temple in Shamirapet, Hindus come to worship Ganesh, Hanuman, and Venkateswara, 3 of the 33 million deities worshipped in the region. The food offerings, or prasadam, are highly coveted by Hindus and largely the motivation for visiting a temple.
Just break the coconut and offer the coconut water to the deity.
At a very young age, you learn how to break
Oh, yeah.
coconuts.
Yeah, you can offer it. Yes, that's the way. Yes, right.
Shall we head to the temple?
Yes.
So the first shrine we are going to is Ganesh, who's the elephant god. He's the god of good beginnings. So before praying to any other god, we will pray to the elephant god. So he's Lord Venkateshwara. He is one of the most popular gods of this region. His headquarters is one of the richest temples in the world, and thousands and thousands of dollars are offered because apparently he needs to go back to his heavenly abode, and he has taken a loan from Kuber, who's the god of wealth. So till that loan is paid off, he cannot go back to heaven. So a lot of people try and get rid of
him
his
back
debt.
there.
Yeah, that's right. So you are like my brother in this prayer. So you and I have the same family sage. So he's praying for all the whole combined family together.
Danam dhanyam vasum bahumitra labam Shatasamhatsaram Devgamayuho Sri Bonila Sameta Sri Srinivas Vidyarastu
That is the part of the Shatagopram. Whatever the wish we have in our brain or in our heart, secretly telling to the God in that way.
This is the prasadam which has been blessed by God. So what we normally do is after we finish the temple ritual, we are supposed to sit for a little while. We can't rush out of the temple.
Right. This is definitely off the beaten path and something that everybody should try to do. Experience the spirituality of another country is as important as eating its food, listening to its music, looking at its art.
In Hindu families, we all come from different sages. So obviously, since you don't have that tradition, you didn't know which sage you came from. So I kind of adopted you and KK.
I like that. We're good people. This is nice. We're part of the same family now.
Yeah, we are brothers and sisters.
Returning to India is invigorating. It's a spiritual experience for me. From the dosas to the biryani to 400-year-old recipes renewed, Hyderabadis pride themselves on their diversity, tolerance, and most of all, their food. These chaotic streets are the greatest indicator of how a gigantic city of 7 million people cross paths and eat together each day. I'm just happy I had a chance to cross it with these guys. And now we're brothers and sisters.
Yes.
It's all in the family now.
Exactly.